Hello, we're going to be talking about infectious diseases. Basically, infectious diseases are very deadly diseases. Some of these infectious diseases are contagious. And when they are contagious, and if you get them, you have to be quarantined. And quarantine means put in a small room so you don't infect other people. There's this type of highly contagious parasite called Blastocystis hominis. It's the most common human parasite. Apparently, it can cause severe dehydration, just like cryptosporidium. And apparently, there's Listeria monocytogenes, which is spread through fish and cantaloupe. Remember the outbreak of Listeria monocytogenes killed like a few people? Well, 13. Basically, it was spread by cantaloupe and fish. Apparently, ever heard of E. coli? E. coli is a bacteria. It can be resistant to most antibiotics. So if you got E. coli, don't eat the antibiotics if you get E. coli. There's this type of infectious bacteria called Acinetobacter baumannii. It has emerged from just a simple superbug to one of the deadliest superbugs on the planet. Since it's very deadly, it basically just secretes toxins and kills lung cells one by one. Now let's go to one of my favorites, Coccidioides immitis. Coccidioides immitis causes a fungal disease called valley fever. Valley fever is a disease that only 1% is fatal, so it's very treatable. And there's a disease called rat bite fever, which is caused by Streptobacillus manilaformis bacteria. If the bacteria gets to the heart, it can put you in septic shock. Now here's one of my favorite of all of them. It's gonna freak you out, Z-Bob. Z-Bob is apparently the Ebola virus that's responsible for most outbreaks and is the deadliest. Z-Bob can cause internal bleeding and sometimes even liquefies your organs. Ever heard of Entamoeba histolytica? Entamoeba histolytica can sometimes liquefy your liver. Basically, it's very deadly. There is this type of highly infectious disease called tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is an airborne parasite. I meant bacteria. Now come to part 2. Now come to part 2 sometimes. Now we will be making a part 2. And now 3, 2, 1, done.